Welcome back to part 6 of our live training session here with our K24 swapped Honda Civic Si. This tutorial we're going to be turning our attention onto the rest of the fuel and spark timing tables and calibration process on our high cam of operations. We're going to move through 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 degree variable cam targets and making sure that all the fuel and spark timing tables are dialed in. We're also going to take a look at doing a cam blend, making our composite table so that we have the broadest torque curve and power band possible when we're in our VTEC operation. We have a lot of things to cover. Let's jump in so we can check this out. Welcome back to our live training session here with our K24 swapped Civic Si. This tutorial, we're going to be jumping into our high cam tuning once again, finishing up our variable cam mapping and our fuel and spark timing that are paired to the specific variable cam targets that we're moving through. So we have 0 degree that we've already dealt with in the last tutorial. That's the base of where we're building all the rest of the tables from. We're going to go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 degrees, map out all the various different variable cam fuel and spark timing tables in that range, and then we're going to go and set a cam composite blend so that we have the broadest torque curve possible. That's the beauty of working with variable cam. So we're going to deal with that in this tutorial, and then if we have time, we're going to be setting our VTEC engagement point. So where we have to go and transition from low to high cam, we have to have a VTEC point where we set that low to high cam movement. We want to make sure the variable cam mapping is correct in there as well. Now what we might have to do is wait to the next tutorial. I'm not sure how long this is going to take to complete this process of going through and showing everything step by step. So we might in the next tutorial finish up the tuning there, and then we also then would switch over to flex fuel in that tutorial and just walk you through how to do a flex fuel based tune with Kpro. Let's jump in here and take a look at what we're going to change to begin our calibration process. So let's jump into our calibration file. Now what I've done here before I started to film is save the file as a new name. So I called it high cam 10 degrees. So I know that I'm on the high cam mapping and tuning, and I'm on the 10 degree variable cam target. What I'm going to do here is jump into our target table here for the high cam. That's our number 2 option here. And we're going to highlight the whole thing, and we're going to go to Control J and do set selected values to 10. We're going to set all of our values here into 10 degrees. That's what we're going to move from our 0 to our 10. So we're going to go 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. And we're going to move in each individual increments. But in order to go from 0 to 10, we have to first command it go to actual 10 degree movement. Now, the next thing we're going to do is jump in here to our 0 degree fuel table that we've already dialed in, and we're going to go ahead and copy this whole entire table here, and we're going to move up to the next cam angle pairing here at 10 degrees, and we're going to go ahead and paste. So we're going to use what we've baselined on our 10 degree, and we're going to use our 0 degree into our 10 degree. Now what I'm going to do here, just to get ahead of the curve a little bit, because we will be making a bit more power and torque output of the engine, by going in and rotating that cam a little bit and advancing the cam, it's going to move more airflow into the engine, and therefore we're going to make more power. So we'll find as we're moving up through all the variable cam pairings, going from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, we should see a steady increase in torque all throughout the power band. Once we get it to 40 and 50 degree range, we'll find that's really more for mid-range torque, and then we'll find that the top end at that particular cam angle pairing is usually going to roll back, and you're not going to make as much on the very top end, having a very high cam target, something like 40 or 50. So usually we on the top end we go somewhere between 20 to 35 degrees. We'll work through that mapping, but what I'm trying to go and establish here is that as we're going up in the variable cam pairing, we're going to need more and more fuel because the engine will run lean. If we're making more power, we're moving more airflow from having that variable cam being rotated a little bit more. That's going to require us to go in and add additional fuel to the table. So I've copied my 0 table to my 10, and what I'm going to do here is just do Control J and add 8%, just giving it about 8 to 10% change, and we'll see where that puts us when we are actually doing the tuning here. Now the next thing we're going to do is jump into our 0 degree spark timing table here, so the high cam. We're going to copy this table. This is our baseline for the 0. When we go to 10, we're going to add another degree of timing. That should get us basically where we need to be at for the 10 degree. As we move up through the variable cam mapping, going from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, as we go up into the 30, 40, 50 range, we find that the engine becomes less and less knock sensitive and knock prone, and we can run a little bit more spark advance. That's because with the variable cam overlap increase, we're moving more air into the engine, and we're finding as a result, we're getting a better scavenging effect, where the burn exhaust gas is getting drawn out of the cylinder better as we have that the variable cam movement, as we're having that advance start to happen, and we're finding that we're clearing the combustion chamber out. That's going to give us more fresh charge into the combustion chamber and lower combustion temperature, which allows the engine to run a little bit more spark advance. So we're going to be bumping the timing in here, and we'll find as we move up to the cam angle pairings, we'll bump it in very slowly. We're going to watch our knock count, see if it generates any knock count. We shouldn't have any problems with that, but we'll move it 1 degree here. So I'm going to go and I've copied my 0 degree here. I'm going to go into my 10 degree, I'm going to paste, and then I'm going to do here 1. Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.